not, but I feel like it makes sense to me. So, I have one class, right? First period class. Sometimes I'm like nice and I bake cookies and stuff. I'm actually a very good cook and I love to bake. I feel like Hanson used to make fun of me about it, but she did. She don't believe it. You guys think I'm a baker? I'm like legit.
I mean, I can see you have bought brownies and cookies and stuff.
Yeah. I went to the White House and cooked once for the president. Honest to God.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Before I got pregnant, I got accepted into a culinary arts school, and then I got pregnant, and I was like, man, chef hours really ain't for me. So then I decided to become a teacher. But, so if you're cooking, right, and I'm cooking for first period, and we'll say seventh period, because you guys are my faves, okay? And my recipe calls for, we'll use 1/2 cup of sugar. Okay, for my first period, I need 1/2 cup of sugar. How much sugar am I going to need if I have to make it for first period and second period? A cup, right? I need a 1/2 and a 1/2. What's a 1/2 and a 1/2? A whole, okay, or a 1 cup. So that's what proportions is. So that's what they're saying here. They have 9/3 of something, and they're trying to figure out what the other part is, okay? Because you can take them of 4/8 of a cup is equivalent the same thing as a 1/2 of a cup, okay? So that's what they're doing. So if we look at this, and you guys have done this before, so the rule is to cross multiply and then divide, okay? So that's the rule. So you're gonna cross multiply, so essentially, and you cross from the equal sign. So you do 9 times 8, use your calculator. What is that? 72. So you're going to get 72 equals 3 times n. 3n. Okay? So we cross multiplied, and now we're going to divide. Okay? What are we dividing? The 3. Okay? And so we're going to say divide by 3. What is 72 divided by 3? 24? And boom, we're done. Okay, that's how you solve proportions. You cross multiply and divide. Obviously, some of them are going to be easier than others, right? The very beginning is going to be easy. As we go on through the packet, it gets a little bit harder. Swear to God, my phone number quits ringing. Hello. Yeah, it's for you.
For me?
Yeah. Okay, number 3. Okay, we cross multiply. So what is A times 8?
8A.
8A. And then we say 3 times 3. 9. And what happens when we divide? Okay, so I'm glad. I want you to do it right now. Do 9 divided by 8 on your calculator. On your calculator, on a calculator, not a phone. 9 divided by 8. Okay, so if it doesn't give you a fraction,
It's 1 and 1/8.
okay, on your calculator, there is usually like an SV button. If you're using one of these orange ones, okay, it's above here, and it'll take it from a decimal to a fraction. I don't care if you do a decimal or a fraction. Okay, we're not going to do the fractions by hand, yada yada. Okay, so to make it fair to everyone, I would do a decimal. Okay, but you got to write down the whole decimal. What is it? Okay, now I say write down the whole decimal, but on some, like a third is going to be like 0.333333. Okay, so write down the decimal as much as you can. Okay? Because can you do that in a measuring cup? No. You really don't know what that is in a measuring cup. You can if you have like a scale or whatever. But, okay, so 2 times 4. 8 equals 7 times 10x. 70x. And then what? Divide by 7. What is 80 divided by 70? No, I said that way wrong. 8 divided by 70. Okay? 4, 2, something, I don't know what I, okay? Here's what I would like to do. When you have a really long decimal like that, like the number 3 is not that bad, right? It's like 3 decimal places. I don't want you to round at all, okay? Cut it off here. Okay, so I don't want you to round, do the third one. Okay, take a second and try to do 7. Just try. I'm gonna do it on the board in just a minute. Okay, what are we going to get when we cross multiply? 5b equals 16. Okay, it doesn't matter if you do like the 16 on this side and the 5b on the other side. That doesn't matter, okay? Because you're still going to divide by the same number. And then we're going to divide by what? 5. What is 16 divided by 5? 3.2. Okay, now we're getting into like where it starts to get a little bit harder, okay? So we're gonna cross multiply. 9 times 8. 72 equals 7 times x minus 4. And so really what happens on this, and I'm gonna draw it off to the side here, it really looks like this. Okay, so you need to do it by each piece. Okay, so it's gonna be 7 times x, 7x, 7 times negative 4. Negative 28. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like on both sides. Now, we're still solving for the letter, so what's going to get moved first?
28.
The 28. How do I move it?
Adding it on both sides.
Yeah. What is 72 plus 28? 100. Equals 7x. And what's our last step?
Divided by 7.
Divided by 7. Yeah, x equals 14.28. Okay.
Guys, some of you have the calculator. If you hit the little SD button, it'll take it from a fraction and put it into a decimal. I know some of you are like, how do I do that?
You might just have to show someone where it's at. 11. Okay, 10. And you can do it like this. 10 times b. 10 times 10. And then we got 6 times 2. What needs moved first?
The 100.
The 100. So we're going to minus 100 on both sides. What is 12 minus 100?
Negative 88.
Okay, and then what?
The 5 to 10b.
Yeah. Negative 88 divided by 10. Huh?
Negative 8.8.
Good. Okay, 13. I got 2 times 7.
14.
14 equals, and then so we're gonna say 6 times x.
6x.
6 times positive 7.
42.
42. Okay, what needs to move first?
42.
42. $14 minus 42.
Negative 28.
And then we're going to divide by 6. What is negative 28 divided by 6?
Close.
Negative 4.6?